Hello and welcome to the Embroidered Elephant channel. My name is Kim, I'm the face behind it, and today I am filming a video, a gift to November. So I will be going through some of the sewing and crochet ideas I have for friends and family for Christmas presents. These don't have to just be for Christmas, however I have seen the event that is being held by Sew Like Dotty Lifestyle and Adam Sews. So they have started a challenge. There's a lot of people who are releasing videos encouraging people to sew. As I crochet as well, there will be sewing ideas and crochet as well. I just want to preface this with, if you know me personally, if you're expecting presents from me this year, please don't watch this video. Maybe watch it after you've received your presents, just in case anything gets spoiled. This will not be a tutorial. This will be more of an ideas video because there's quite a lot to cover. So let's begin. So for the first section, I am going to go through sewing gifts. And these will be sort of main presents or a bit bigger. So the first idea I have is a reading cushion. So this is a panel by Lewis and Irene. So you've got the bookshelves at the top, a little panel that says I love reading, and this is actually a pocket. And on the back there are book covers. So you can buy this fabric panel online. You can also just make this out of fabric that you've got. So it's a cushion cover just with a little pocket at the front. And the purpose of this pocket is to put your book in. So when you're not reading it, you always know where it is. And obviously once you fill this, it will be big and comfy. So you can lean against this while you're reading as well. The idea is that this is kept in the reading nook, so on a windowsill somewhere, in a bedroom, maybe on the sofa as well. And I thought that this would be really nice gifted with another book, or a book that if you know that they've been after something or they have a favourite author. If you're not sure of that, if you're gifting it to someone with lots of books, you could also gift it with a voucher for a bookshop. So this, along with that, I thought it would be a nice idea to include some bookmarks. So if you make the cushion cover yourself, you can make it in coordinating fabric. That would be really, really nice. These ones are made of scrap fabric, so they are not coordinating. Or you could make it in one colour, one fabric. That's one style of bookmark. That's fairly simple. You just work with what you've got. These haven't got stiffening in the middle, so they are quite flexible. The other type, and I'll try and get a picture in the corner, is, or on one side, is a felt corner bookmark. So you literally slot it over the corner where you are, and you can embroider on it the initials or a little flower. I see lots of these online, but they are quite simple to make as well. I will insert a picture somewhere. So I thought that would be a really nice idea for a book lover. So you've got the book, bookmark, and the reading pillow as well. You can either gift that with or without the cushion to go inside, depending on the space, obviously. The next idea is if you are gifting to a crafter or someone who travels quite a lot, a set of either drawstring bags or notions pouches, or a mix of two. So these ones just so happen to be obviously matching fabric, and they both have zips on. But it'll be a good idea, or it could be a good idea, if the person you're gifting to moves about quite a bit. You could make a little purse, a market bag, or a change pouch, and a bag, a handbag, You can make a notions pouch and project bag for someone who is interested in sewing on crochet or knitting. And I thought that that would be really nice to have a couple of different ones, or even 3 or 4, depending on what they're for. So that's another idea, project bags or notions pouches. On the subject of notions pouches, you could make a little spar kit. So you've probably seen these everywhere. I made quite a few years ago some makeup remover pouches, some makeup remover pads. So these are really simple. They aren't clean because I've used them again for years. So this side they've just got some soft material, cotton material. On this side they've got cotton, but it is patterned. So these ones I have sewn around the outside, turned them the right sides and sewn again on the outside. And you can make these matching, so you can give a little set. Again, this is great for using up scrap fabric. Or the other way that you can do it is you can either overlock the edges if you've got one, if you've got an overlocker, or sew very, very tight stitch around the edges, and then just be aware as and when they get washed it will fray a little bit, but that does not bother me at all. So you've got makeup remover pouches, and you can pop in some hairbands as well, some scrunchies. Again, these can match if you find material that just sort of screams their name. So you can make these out of any material, they're really simple as well. And you can make sleeping mask, is that what they're called? The pads that just go over the eyes, you have elastic around the edges, and that can be a nice little set. You can gift that with some soap or some makeup remover or a couple of face masks, something that they would obviously use. So that's the third present, specific to Christmas ideas. So again, this is made with a panel. This is a book. So I'm a Little Penguin. This is obviously for children. So it's a counting book. But on the back, what I really love about it is you've got a space here where you can write the child's name, and this can become an heirloom. In no way is it perfect. The pages don't exactly line up. You can see some edges on some of the pages and some not. I think that that adds the handmade feel of it, and it is something, because it's fabric, it can just go in the wash. You know, if it gets a bit stained, you're giving it to children, so that's absolutely fine. And it's something that can be bought out Christmas time and time again. It's a little fabric book. This, I know that you can make books yourself with different things, so it could be zips on some pages and laces, or you can make that sort of the touchy-feely one, or you can make books with little activities, so you can have like 10 little penguins, for example, and they all go in their different houses. You can make so much. The other idea that's just come to mind is fabric toys, so you can make a little doll and a little wardrobe, or you can again get fabric panels for houses, so you can make the fabric houses. They sort of have Velcro on the top, on the roof, and you sort of fold it in. Again, hopefully I'll have a picture, and you can put the little different bits in there. So, you know, if you've got a mouse or a person or a dog, whatever it is, you can put it in there with the accessories and they can carry that around. Another specific to Christmas one is a stocking. So again, this was made with a panel, but it is very easy to make without a panel of fabric. This is obviously you just need to get the right shape, and the shape is fairly easy, you know. And I've just added on the edge here, I've just added a little snap closure. So again, you need the tool for that, but it's fairly straightforward. And the last idea I have, which I personally really like, is to gift someone a skill. So what I mean by gifting them a skill is a little crafty kit. So this is one that I did have in my shop for a little while. It is to make the makeup removal pads, but this is really simple to put together. So all you need is the tools that they may need. You know, in here I've got some needles and some pins. I've got the thread that they need. I've got the cotton fabric and the backing for the pads. So you gift these very simply, put them together and gift them, or you can buy a present. So this box is very battered, so it's not a very good example. This is to crochet a giraffe, Ziggy the Giraffe by Hooked. So presents like this, if someone is new to sewing or crochet, if it's something that they've wanted to try out for a little while, this is a great way to start. Maybe not this one, but the idea of giving them a kit so that they can learn the skill, I think that that's great. I know for my mum, the reason that I started to crochet is because my mum really wanted to. And for her birthday, I bought her a learn to crochet kit, and it came with a one-to-one video call with the shop seller. And my mum learnt the skill and she taught me, and the rest is history. So I think that it's a really nice idea if someone's shown an interest in crochet or sewing or knitting or something similar, paper crafts even. That's a really good thing that you can gift. And I'm probably quite biased because I'm quite a creative person, but I would love that if someone gave me you know, fabric or a kit that they thought that I might enjoy. And sometimes might be a little bit cheeky if you buy something that you don't feel that you will use. You can include that in the kit as well. So for example, if I buy so much yarn, if I got one that's particularly made me think of my nan, I could gift that to her with with a kit, or with some hooks, some knitting needles, etc. The things that she might need to do something with it. Or even a bunch of patterns. You know, if you like charity shops, or if you have a hobby craft or similar shop close to you, you could gift someone a bunch of patterns, crochet or knitting, or you know, what have you, or even a magazine subscription to different crochet magazines, or knitting or sewing or patchwork or whatever it may be. That's the gift that keeps giving. But obviously make it personal to the person, what they would like. If they don't like having a lot of clutter around the house, having a bunch of patterns probably wouldn't be the best idea, but there we go. One idea that I did forget to mention is sewing some pajama bottoms. So I will put below any links that I have. So this is some fabric that I bought for my sister. So I will be making some pajama bottoms out of them. So this is flannel fabric and it's got llamas on it. This would be really nice if this was the main present. You could also make a matching hot water bottle cover and gift the hot water bottle as well. Again, maybe a sleep mask would be nice in a set. And maybe some hot chocolate sachets as well, or coffee if you're making it for an adult, or sachets of tea, or something cosy. So I thought that that would be another nice idea as a main present. Just a couple of runners up. I wouldn't again necessarily gift these by themselves. They might be quite nice to include in a stocking or with something else, and you'll see what I mean. So the second category is sort of stocking presents. These very, very simple to make. These are fabric coasters. Now all I've done is, this was an old felted jumper. I have obviously made sure it was felted, I've sewn around the outside, and I've put a strip of fabric down the front as well. So just a tape, and this is a set of 4, they all match. I love these. So this would be quite nice, again, maybe if you're including it in the cozy bundle, or if someone has a new house, or if you just found some fabric that really suits their style. This would be nice to gift it maybe with a mug, and some sachets of their favourite drink, maybe, or a glass and their favourite bubbly or wine, or, you know, similar. So that's one. Another one, again, a little idea, is to have a sachet of, or to make some sachets of lavender. So these are really nice to have in, quite an old-fashioned idea. These are really nice to have in drawers, or to have in drawers with underwear, socks, t-shirts, so that when you take them out they smell nice, they don't smell musty. Another trick as well, lavender sachets are really, really good for preventing moths and other insects with your yarn or your fabric stash. Apparently they hate strong smells, so I've got these all over my yarn stash and my fabric stash as well. So especially if you're giving it to a crafter or someone who likes the smell of lavender. So these would be really nice. I'm sure that you can get some other strong smells, so one thing that you could do, and I wouldn't put it near anything delicate because it's not tried and tested, you could also have a sachet of some of the beads that go in with your washing. Again, I would do some research on that. It was just an idea for some different smells. So this is just some leftover sort of ribbon type fabric, but you can use cotton so that you can't see it. You can use scrap, you can use whatever you want to. So my next idea is to have cable tidies. So I sell these in my shop in packs of 3. So correlating fabric, and the pattern itself you can make yourself. You just make sure that the Velcro is on opposite sides. So one is on the front, one is on the back, so that when you shut it, it lies flat. And the idea of this is that you put your cables between there and it just keeps them secure. So that's a really quick one to sew up as well. So my next category is crochet presents. Now these I haven't necessarily put in any particular order, just because crochet can take quite a bit longer than sewing. Not to say that it's not as nice or as good a present, but just in terms of you can gift these with whatever. So category 3 is crochet goods. So the first one, classic crochet hat. So these are simple to crochet up, and obviously you can make it quicker depending on the thickness of the yarn that you use. So these can be in anything. I tend to crochet these hats in acrylic, chunky or extra chunky. But you can do it, you can use it with whatever. I tend to add my tag at the front. You can add a little label with the person's name, or just a label on the inside saying handmade. And it's a really nice idea to have it with some care instructions as well. So if you need to wash this is how you wash it. So that's one, the first idea. The second idea is obviously a scarf. You can make a matching set if you've got a few balls. This only needed one ball, 100 gram ball, and I didn't use all of it, so it's quite quick and easy to crochet up. So you can do that with a scarf as well. You can do that with 1 ball, 2 balls, however big you want to make it. You can also make it matching, or by itself. You can make any of these ideas by itself. Gloves. So this is a pattern that I self-drafted, I haven't released it, but there are lots of similar ones online. So mittens, fingerless gloves. So these are so simple. This is a granny square. This is again very simple, but I quite like the design, and you can make this with any colours you want to. Just when you're sewing it up the side, just make sure that you've got a little hole, obviously, for the thumb. And again, you can make that with any yarn you want to. I've made this with acrylic. This one is made with acrylic, but it's got wool and cotton in it, I think. So you can make them just some gloves, just a hat, just a scarf, or you can make all three, just two of them, etc. Another semi-category is stuff for the bathroom. So you can make washcloths. These can be for the bathroom or for the kitchen, whatever. You can add these with a little hoop so that you can hang them up. This one is variegated yarn, so it changes the pattern. This has scrubby yarn in it as well as cotton. One thing I would say is if you're making stuff that will be submerged in water quite a lot, make sure that you have cotton because it dries better and it will last longer as well. So you've got washcloths. You can also make them, again, this is cotton, you can make them stripy if you've got singular colours. Again, this is a good one to use up stash as well, stash yarn. And you've got circular scrubbies as well. So again, these are quite simple to make. There are loads of patterns online. If you look up circular scrubbies, they will be on there. These ones have plain cotton and scrubby cotton as well. Again, make sure that you use cotton because it's just so much better. And the last idea is for the bath is a soap saver. So this is really simple. You just sew it up the side afterwards and add a little thing on the top, drawstring. And these would be really nice, again, similar to the sewing ideas, to include them with a bar of soap or some face cream, some facial products, some body products, whatever. Make it a little set and tie it up with a ribbon. That's perfect. If you use similar yarn, obviously it will look nicer as well. If you're using the same yarn for all, it will make them look like a set. The next idea, a little bit random, for a cafetiere. So this is really simple. You crochet a straight, or a square or a little rectangle, obviously tailored to the size of the cafetiere. And then you have this long bit on the end that goes round, and obviously you've got a little button on it as well to keep it warm. So this goes around the cafetiere, the French press, you know, whatever you want to call it, to keep it warmer for longer. So you could actually, if you know someone with a cafetiere, you could gift this with it, with some bags of coffee, some sugar, you know, syrup, whatever they might use, or you can gift this with a cafetiere as well, so that they've got, you know, they've got the full kit, and this is tailored to their cafetiere. My last couple of ideas are to have amigurumi. So again, you could give them the kit, or you can make something specific for them. So I recently made a silky, which is a type of chicken. If you don't know what a silky is, look it up, it's gorgeous. I made one for my sister-in-law for Christmas. You can make swans, you can make anything you can think of. You can even make little people who look like, you know, if you're gifting it to a couple, If you're gifting it to a family, you can make one for each of the people, although that would be quite time consuming. Literally any animal you can think of, there will be a pattern for it, and you can make ones that are shaped like this, or you can even make sort of really small key rings that are small but they look like the animal. And another idea, this I think would count as amigurumi, but I'm not 100% sure. This is a plant that I made a little while ago. I will find the pattern and post it below, although I'm sure that there's lots of tutorials on YouTube. This is just in a spare plant pot that I had. I filled the bottom with some paper, and I've just left these in here. So you've got lots of different types. You can also, if you are good at macrame, you can put it on a macrame string so that they can hang it up. You know, you can completely personalise this. You can have a small one, you can have a big one. If you use chunky yarn, obviously you can get bigger plants, so that would be quite a nice idea. I have gifted this myself to a couple of people I know, so they've got them at home and they are going strong. And those are the main ideas I had. I'm just looking at my handy post-it notes. So two things that I didn't mention very quickly. One is to make cotton or linen towels. So what I mean by towels is kitchen towels. So it's really simple. Obviously you know the shape of a tea towel. You either overlock the edges or double them over and sew them flat. You can gift this with a wine. If you wrap it nicely, you can gift it with a nice wine. You can gift it with a cooking set, so with some spoons or utensils, some food, a cooking kit. And if you want to make it extra special, you can embroider something, a little something on the corner, so an initial, or you can embroider a flower, or you know, a leaf or something that represents them. Whatever you want to, or you can use patterned material and then you wouldn't have to embroider, or you know, vice versa. So that's a nice idea. And the actual last one is embroidered patches for shirts or jackets or jeans, etc. So you can make countless designs if you embroider on a piece of felt. You won't have to worry about it fraying. Around the outside of whatever you make, if you backstitch and then add some felt to the end and then backstitch it together, that will mean that all of the yarny bits that maybe don't look so neat are on the back. And then if you gift it to someone who it's very special to them, you know, an initial, an animal. I made one a little while ago that was a really beautiful whale. You know, if you look online, there is countless inspiration. You know, look around you, look at the person, think about their interests. You can make as many as you want to. They are a bit time consuming, and as I said, it's a really nice idea for someone who wears a lot of patches on their jeans or on their jackets, etc. So that's something very personal that you can gift them. So those are all the ideas that I have, or those are a lot of the ideas that I have, both sewing and crochet. So thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully it'll be out long enough before Christmas that you can make some of these ideas. Write some comments below if you have any other ideas or any presents that you particularly liked to inspire someone else. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for the competition, A Gift to November. If you like this video, if you liked sort of talking about crochet, people talking about crochet and sewing, please give me a subscribe. I would love to hear from you either on Instagram, Etsy, or down below. Thank you very much for your time, and I will see you next time. Bye!